Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bioflix. I hope you all are good. In this video we are going to learn about matter in our surrounding. The Matter in Our Surroundings chapter deals with the study of the physical properties of matter, such as its state, structure, and behavior. It also introduces the concept of the particle nature of matter and explains various physical changes that occur in matter due to changes in temperature, pressure, and other conditions. Some of the important topics covered in this chapter include states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. Change of state, melting, freezing, evaporation, condensation, and sublimation. Diffusion, the mixing of particles of one substance with those of another substance. Characteristics of particles of matter, shape, size, and movement. The concept of the kinetic theory of matter, measurement of physical quantities such as temperature, pressure, and density. The behavior of matter under different conditions. This chapter is important as it lays the foundation for further studies in chemistry and physics. It helps students understand the nature of matter and its behavior in various conditions. States of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. These states are differentiated from each other by their physical properties such as shape, volume, compressibility, and arrangement of particles. Solid. In solids, the particles are packed tightly together and have a fixed shape and volume. The intermolecular forces between the particles are strong, and they are held closely together in a rigid structure. Liquid. In liquids, the particles are close together, but they can move around and slide past each other. This allows liquids to take the shape of their container but not the volume. They have a fixed volume but not a fixed shape. Gas. In gases, the particles are widely spaced and move randomly at high speeds. They have neither a fixed shape nor a fixed volume, and they can be compressed easily. The transition between these three states of matter is called a change of state or a phase transition. This can occur when energy is added or removed from the system, such as when ice melts into water or when water vapor condenses into liquid. The behavior of matter in different states is an important concept in science and has many practical applications in our daily lives. Change of state, melting, freezing, evaporation, condensation, and sublimation. Change of state or phase transition is the process in which matter changes from one state to another due to a change in temperature or pressure. The most common changes of state are melting, freezing, evaporation, condensation, and sublimation. Melting. Melting is the process in which a solid substance changes into a liquid state due to an increase in temperature. This is accompanied by an increase in the kinetic energy of the particles, which causes them to move apart and break the intermolecular forces holding them in a rigid structure. Freezing. Freezing is the opposite of melting and occurs when a liquid changes into a solid state due to a decrease in temperature. As the temperature drops, the kinetic energy of the particles decreases, and they start to move closer together, eventually forming a solid structure. Evaporation. Evaporation is the process in which a liquid changes into a gas state due to an increase in temperature. This is caused by an increase in the kinetic energy of the particles, which allows them to overcome the intermolecular forces holding them in the liquid state and escape into the surrounding environment as vapor. Condensation. Condensation is the opposite of evaporation and occurs when a gas changes into a liquid state due to a decrease in temperature. As the temperature drops, the kinetic energy of the particles decreases, and they start to move closer together, eventually forming a liquid structure. Sublimation. Sublimation is the process in which a solid changes directly into a gas state without passing through the liquid state. This occurs when the temperature and pressure are such that the intermolecular forces between the particles are not strong enough to hold them in the solid state. These changes of state are important concepts in chemistry and physics, and they have many practical applications in our daily lives. Diffusion is the process of mixing of particles of one substance with those of another substance due to the random motion of particles. It occurs in gases, liquids, and even solids, but it is most noticeable in gases and liquids. In diffusion, particles move randomly and collide with each other. This results in the mixing of particles from one region of a substance to another region where the concentration of particles is lower. The particles move from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration until the concentration is equal throughout the substance. This process is called the diffusion of particles. Diffusion occurs due to the kinetic energy of particles. Particles in a substance move randomly due to their kinetic energy. When they collide with each other, they transfer some of their kinetic energy, which causes them to move in a different direction. This random movement of particles leads to the diffusion of particles in a substance. Diffusion has many practical applications, such as in the process of diffusion in cells, the dispersion of pollutants in the atmosphere, and the spreading of fragrances in a room. It is also important in various industrial processes, such as in the separation of gases and in the production of semiconductors. Further concept is in the next part too. So keep learning, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.